When I showed him this star, he said, wow, this is really weird, and we don't have an explanation for it. He said these things all look like they could be caused by some artificial alien megastructure.
If we make contact with them, I think in this century, we'll probably pick up signals from an extraterrestrial civilization.
Since we started exploring space, we've been trying to find out if we are the only living beings in the whole universe. But recently, something unexpected happened. There's a strange object called Oumuamua that we made contact with before, and now it has come back. A scientist named Michio Kaku has announced this, and it's causing a lot of curiosity and excitement. Join us as we uncover the truth about what's happening with Oumuamua and what it could mean for the future of Earth. Recently, a famous physicist and futurist, Dr. Michio Kaku, made a big announcement. He talked about something really interesting during a news conference at the Kaku Institute for Theoretical Physics. He said that there's this special object called Oumuamua, which passed through our solar system in 2017. And guess what? It has come back again. This has got scientists and people everywhere very excited. Now, here's the cool thing about Oumuamua. It's not like the regular stuff we see in space. It looks like a cigar, and nobody knows for sure where it comes from. It moves in a very strange way, and its speed can't be explained by just gravity. Some people even thought it might be from outside our planet. After its first visit, Oumuamua left our solar system. But there were still so many unanswered questions. But now Dr. Kaku and his team have new information. They found a faint signal that looks like Oumuamua's characteristics. This is an incredibly rare chance for scientists to study it in more detail. They used observatories from all over the world to gather this information. So, we might finally learn more about this mysterious object and where it's from. Something really interesting is happening with a space object called Oumuamua, as it travels through our solar system's outer parts. It's behaving even stranger this time compared to its previous visit. A scientist named Dr. Kaku talked about this weird thing happening with Oumuamua. Other scientists and space experts looked into it closely and found that Oumuamua is not following the expected path. It's changing its course because of something unknown. Dr. Kaku suggested that it could be because of advanced technology or interference from aliens, but we need more research to be sure. This rare event surprised both the scientific community and the public. People started wondering if this could be the first evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth. Oumuamua could hold answers to important questions about physics and the history of civilizations. Dr. Kaku's statement made people really curious, and they want more research and observation to understand what's going on. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory conducted a study about Oumuamua. They found that Oumuamua is estimated to be either round with a diameter between 320 and 1440 feet, or elongated, up to a quarter-mile long and about 10 times wider. However, a more recent study suggests that Oumuamua is smaller than initially thought, measuring about 147 by 144 by 24 feet. There's something really strange about Oumuamua, which is an object that passed through our solar system. It didn't move the way we expect things to move due to gravity. It's also intriguing that Oumuamua didn't have a tail or release gas like most comets or asteroids. Some suggest this could be intentional to hide its presence. Perhaps the aliens used a different type of propulsion that we don't understand yet. The reddish color of Oumuamua and its surface properties are also interesting. One possible explanation is that the aliens intentionally designed its surface to have a reddish hue. This might help it blend in with other reddish objects commonly found in outer regions of star systems, making it less likely to be noticed or attract attention. Imagine an advanced extraterrestrial civilization in a distant star system. They have the technology to explore the cosmos and monitor other civilizations. They detect Earth and decide to send a reconnaissance mission to gather information. In this scenario, Oumuamua could be a vessel designed by these alien beings. Its unusual shape and composition may serve multiple purposes, like withstanding interstellar travel and allowing for precise maneuvering through space. Equipped with advanced sensors and communication devices, Oumuamua could discreetly collect data about Earth, its atmosphere, surface, and signs of intelligent life. This information can then be transmitted back to the alien creators for study and learning about our planet from afar. The reason it changed its path and headed back outside our solar system could be because it had gathered all the needed data. Though it might sound far-fetched, considering that Oumuamua was unique and not like an average comet, this theory makes sense in a way. To confirm or debunk the theory, scientists would need to study Oumuamua in detail. However, this would be a challenging mission requiring a carefully designed spacecraft with advanced instruments to study its composition, shape, and behavior. Such a mission would need to be designed and launched by the year 2028. Scientists plan to send a spacecraft to a distant object called Oumuamua. To reach it, the spacecraft needs to follow a specific path, and this involves using the gravity of Jupiter to boost its speed and reduce travel time. It might take around 26 years for the spacecraft to reach Oumuamua using this method. Alternatively, scientists have another plan that involves using the gravity of Venus, Earth, and Jupiter to propel the spacecraft toward Oumuamua. By carefully aligning its path with these planets, the spacecraft could also reach Oumuamua in a similar time frame, around the years 2050 to 2054. This approach minimizes the risks of getting too close to the Sun during the journey. Once the spacecraft reaches Oumuamua, it will enter a crucial scientific investigation phase. Advanced instruments on the spacecraft will study Oumuamua's composition, helping us understand what it's made of and where it comes from. The spacecraft will also observe Oumuamua's shape and behavior to learn more about it. However, communicating with the spacecraft from Earth is a challenge. Oumuamua is very far away, so we need a sophisticated communication system. One option is to use NASA's Deep Space Network, which has powerful antennas designed for long-range communication. Another possibility is using laser communication, which can transmit data faster and more efficiently than traditional radio waves. This might lead to the development of an interstellar internet in the future, allowing data to be sent between the spacecraft and Earth using strategically placed relay stations. But achieving this would require significant advancements in communication technology. One idea to improve communication during a space mission, like studying Oumuamua, is to work with projects like Elon Musk's Starlink. Starlink wants to create a network of satellites around Earth to provide global internet coverage. By connecting the spacecraft to Starlink's network, we can send more data back to Earth and get better scientific observations of Oumuamua. But this collaboration needs careful planning and cooperation between space agencies, private companies like SpaceX, and the scientific community. They must ensure the communication systems work together and that the spacecraft's equipment can adapt to Starlink's network. Despite the challenges, NASA and SpaceX already collaborate on other projects, making this idea feasible. To intercept and study Oumuamua, precise navigation and maneuvers are crucial. The spacecraft must follow its trajectory accurately, and any mistake could lead to missed opportunities or collisions. Funding and resources for such a complex mission are also a challenge, as there are many other competing priorities in space exploration. These discoveries gave us some initial insights, and since scientists have recorded everything very well, they can now work together from all around the world to study and find more data about a space object called Oumuamua. Understanding the path it takes has been very important in figuring out where it came from and where it might be going. Computer simulations have also been helpful. They make virtual models based on what we know about Oumuamua, allowing scientists to explore different possibilities and learn more about its properties and behavior. Another way scientists have been investigating Oumuamua is by analyzing its chemical composition. By studying its spectral signatures and conducting chemical tests, they can learn what elements it is made of and how it might have formed. Comparing Oumuamua to other objects we know about in space has been valuable too, as it helps us understand its uniqueness and similarities. In the future, there are exciting plans to study more objects like Oumuamua using advanced telescopes and observatories. The Large Synoptic Survey Telescope and the Vera C. Rubin Observatory will greatly improve our ability to detect and study interstellar objects. The Hubble Space Telescope, the Very Large Telescope, and the Atacama Large Millimeter/Submillimeter Array have been crucial in observing and learning about Oumuamua.